friends, welcome back to Playing Tribute to Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path, fan translation, Prosecutor's Path, where we are coming to the end of this case, the Forgotten Turnabout. We are at the end, part 1 of the end. Things are not looking good for us. We are no closer to solving this mystery, this case of the murder. We're no closer to helping Kay remember what happened, get her memories back, and Kay has officially confessed to murdering Jill Crane because she remembers her being on the ground, but she does not remember helping her. I think that was like her logic there. Like, why didn't I help her? I must have been the one to kill her. And then, of course, we're getting arrested or charged or whatever with aiding and abetting, I guess, basically. So, it's not good. None of this is good. Let's see what we're in for. Oh. Great, I'm in prison. Is this the one with the animal companions? This is the second time I've been in the cell. All of my evidence has been taken from me. And I don't even have my badge. Just the head Karasu badge. Time to steal the truth. The only thing I have left is Kay's head Karasu badge. I'm worried about Kay. Is she alright? Just thinking silently, I guess, for a while. You have a visitor. Please hurry up. A visitor? Who could it be? Gumshoe? Yeah. Someone by the name of Dick Gumshoe. We turn him down? No, it'll be hard to face him, though. Oh, goodness. Being on the other side of the glass. Wait there. He's not going to stay and keep watch. Pardon me. Oh, pardon me. That is not Dick Gumshoe. Judge Courtney. Hush. Please, have a seat. Why are you here? I was told the detective had come. If I didn't instruct them to tell you that, you wouldn't be sitting here right now. Can't think of anything she'd need from me at this point. I should try to figure out what she wants. Your visitation rights have been restricted to begin with. It's as if I'm some monstrous criminal. I suppose my credibility has hit rock bottom. But of course, your friends have fared a little better there. My lawyer and that girl were both quite worked up. Mr. Shields and Emma. When I last saw them, they were giving one of the guards quite an earful. What? You don't mean? Be grateful. The goddess of law has been quite busy. They were spared punishment. It certainly seems like you have plenty of time for small talk. Oh yes, Prosecutor Von Karma is presently continuing the investigation. You were worried about them, right? Guess you saw right through me. So, what are you doing here? Let's cut to the chase. Exactly what are you planning? I'm not planning anything. There's merely a question I wish to ask. You're asking me? Yes, of course. Who else is here? Objectively speaking, you are a clever individual, and you have a sharp mind. As a prosecutor, you are highly talented and capable. You're being ironic. Your sarcasm falls short. I am being completely sincere, and that is why I cannot understand. Take this case, for example. You're up against the PIC. There's no chance for you to come out on top. Even a child could understand, and yet you... And perhaps my younger self would not have done something so reckless. The me from before had power. That's why I thought justice was on my side. Just like you right now. However, because of a certain man, my self-centered sense of justice was broken down. Ever since then, I began to see people in a different light. I'm able to serve as a prosecutor only because of the support of the people around me. People like Detective Gumshoe and all the other investigators. And Kay as well. Honestly, even I'm surprised at how much I've changed. I see. Is that how it is? I've come to understand you a little more. Understand me, not lightly. Someone like you, who forces her own sense of justice onto others, can never understand. I wonder about that. Is that what you think? If I could say one thing, it would be that this conversation has been very interesting. That is all. Our conversation is coming to an end. However, I have one last thing to tell you. The date of your hearing has been set. I came here today to inform you. Today in the PIC meeting room, may you humbly accept your fate. If that's all you wanted to say, couldn't you have just sent a messenger? The holy words of the Goddess of Law simply cannot be entrusted to others. With that, Mr. Edgeworth, I bid you farewell. I shall be seeing you again later. What, am I gonna go to sleep or what? There's a dining menu sitting on the desk. It seems I can get food delivered if I pay for it. Let's see. Multi-white bread lunch sets. Switch to multi-whole wheat bread for an extra $1. Oatmeal and grits set meal. For a limited time, get extra gruel and no additional cost. Thank goodness I'm not hungry right now. I mustn't neglect my personal appearance just because I'm in a holding cell. Prosecutor or not, this is my personal duty. Collar's slightly bent. There. A well-groomed appearance reflects a well-groomed mind. From here on, I'll need to focus myself more than ever. Do I need to use the toilet? There's a poster on the wall next to the toilet. We are currently out of toilet paper. Please be prepared if you wish to use the toilet. What does it mean by be prepared? Can I dig under the place like J. Elbert did? It's a simple bed. I don't expect it to be very comfortable to sleep on. If it were Detective Gumshoe, he'd probably snore loudly while sleeping like a log. I may never get a chance to work with him again. However, this is the path I've chose. I won't regret it. Just gonna stare out the cell for a while. There's a poster hanging on the hallway. The Dice and Slice game. Roll the dice and decide your daily menu. The Dice and Slice game has been cancelled due to the warden's arrest. We sincerely apologize to everyone who was looking forward to it. There's no need to apologize for cancelling such a silly game. Just wandering around here. Another visitor. Okay. Seems you're alright. I'm relieved. You know this is kind of touching. You look a little down, Kay. And please cheer up. You didn't do anything wrong. I guarantee it. Please just accept it. I'm a murderer. That's not true. Why won't you believe in yourself? What should I believe in? I mean, there's nothing... There's nothing to believe in. That's not true. Before you lost your memories, you literally jumped into my life. As a result, your words and actions have become engraved in my memories. That's the mark you left behind. How can you call that nothing? I believe in your innocence. That's why you must believe in yourself as well. Thank you. But it's no use. Look at all the misfortune I brought upon you. If you can, please forget it all. Your memories of Kay Faraday? Kay! You know, this takes me back. In my youth, I too was a gallant. Is this the kind of justice that the PIC seeks? Justice, huh? I wonder. This man, what is he planning? Why is he pushing things forward so forcefully? It all seems too unnatural. Is there a hidden agenda? There's no time left. It's all or nothing now. Well, then I must take my leave. Hold it. Oh, whoa. No matter how you look at it, Kay's arrest was unnatural. I think this is going to be a big boss. This is not going to be good. There must be something behind it. Oh boy. I'm busy, man, you know. Kind of a big deal, you see. Trust this won't take up too much of my time. Just to make it out of the situation, I must break through his defenses. There are plenty of things I want to ask, but my time is limited. First, I'll ask about why he rushed the arrest. With no intention of letting him push me around, I will overcome this difficult situation. And I will save a state so that I don't lose. Okay, here we go. Why did you rush her arrest? Why did you rush her arrest? I'd like a clear explanation. Because saying Kay is not the culprit is not going to help. But then again, this is implying stuff. I don't know. Explanation? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me. You clearly did not follow the proper procedures. Okay, maybe you should pipe down a bit. You even know the position you're in? Suppose we let the criminal escape. What do you think will happen? What will happen? I've been made to take responsibility, you see. I do hope you understand. He's playing with his lighter. When he plays with his lighter, am I supposed to ignore it or wait and see? Yeah. Just take my advice and stay out of this, if you know what's good for you. I refuse. Kay is innocent. You know, this is so pitiful. I changed his accents. It brings me to tears. Why won't you just give up? Things are finally going well. What's that mean? Things were going well, you say. That's a strange way to put it. It almost sounds as if you personally wanted Kay to be arrested. Far more than necessary. Haven't you lost your impartiality? You think so? It certainly wasn't my intention, you see. Edgeworth, my boy, you're reading too much into it. He skillfully avoided the issue. However, I still have some serious doubts about Kay's arrest. Next, I shall ask him if the investigation was sufficient. Okay, well that wasn't too bad. Can't miss even the tiniest piece of information. It's the only way to break through the situation. Okay, so... let's take a look. How long did you investigate? How much time was spent in the investigation? You know, I wonder about that. I don't really remember, you see? There's no way I can accept such a careless answer. Like I said, I don't remember. My memory's not as sharp as it used to be, you see. Sometimes I even forget my own son's name. That doesn't surprise me. I don't care about your idiot son. I want you to answer regarding the investigation. Yes, he really is an idiot. Even though I don't remember raising him like that. By the way, his name is Blaze. I just noticed he has the lighter. Blaze, yeah. There's no end to this. He just keeps on dodging the question. Let's try another line of attack to make him take me seriously. Okay. What's under your authority? It's hard to say that the investigation was sufficient. The arrest, was it under your authority? My, do I really look like that important? Look at that important. Prosecutorial Investigation Committee Chair. It's quite a prominent title. Not that I care much for it. That was rather blunt. I'm so shocked I could cry. I'm sorry. Flattery was never my forte. If you keep talking like that, towards me, you'll never get your prosecutor's badge back, you know? I don't need my badge. Let me make this clear right now. I do not live for the sake of my badge. Status means nothing to me, do you understand? He's playing with his lighter again. Young. So young. Let me teach you something as your senior in life. What you're saying right now is far too naive, you see. The look in his eyes has changed. He might respond differently to some of my questions now. This is my chance. How much time was spent on the investigation? Well, aren't you impertinent one? Even someone like me start to get annoyed. What a coincidence. I feel the same way. Answer me, was the investigation sufficient? Young folks always live life in the fast lane. That's why I like to bully him. You'll regret this soon enough. He's playing with his lighter, so I don't know whether I'm gonna have to wait. Oh boy. I'm waiting. Sure, quiet. Are you scared? Haha. Hey, ridiculous. I was just thinking about my next strategy. On how to extract information from a weepy old man. You should show some remorse, you know. Don't you get it? I hold your fate in my hands. In any case, even if you obtain some information, there's nothing you can do. Just give up already. I refuse. Mind if I ask why? It's simple. The truth is fading away. That's all there is to it. I see, I'm starting to understand what kind of person you are. But you know it's all useless. It's enough to make me cry. Give it up. That girl's guilt has already been decided. What does that mean? That's strange. The way you said that, it almost sounds like it was decided from the very beginning. What are you trying to say? Her arrest was planned? Yes, it's clearly unnatural. Everything is progressing as if Kay's guilt was predetermined. Wasn't Kay's arrest planned from the start? I see. That's an interesting theory. Alright, I'm gonna save state because we're getting on here. I don't have time to indulge in your flights of fancy, you know. Why don't we put an end to this silly conversation? Goodness, he's trying to get away. Before that, I must find out if the arrest was lawful. It's still very faint, but I'm beginning to see the path to the truth. I can't let this opportunity slip by. Still consistently, Kay is not the culprit! Please wait, there's still something I want to ask you. I've grown weary of our little tete. Please keep it short, okay? Who made the decision? Who was the one who made the decision to arrest her? No, I can't say I remember. Growing old is a terrible thing, you see. My memory's not what it used to be, you know. The music has sped up. It's making me really nervous. I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Okay. Another line of attack. No, that's not what I want to say. Sorry, I didn't know that I was on that point. Oh, I am eventually going to say it, though. That's nice. Okay. Let's wait. What's the basis for your arrest? If I put together what you have told me up until now, I cannot help but say that there is no basis for Kay's arrest. Yes, I understand. You see, but you know it doesn't really matter either way. You can't overturn her arrest. How irresponsible. You still claim to be a man of the law. My, those are some harsh words, you know. You know, you're starting to make me angry. Hold on while he's playing this later. You see, to be honest, I really can't answer all your questions, you know. That's just the position I'm in. You see, I'm a busy man, you know. Aren't you just pretending to be busy? That's cruel, you know. This old chunk of coal has been working like a dog. Pretending. Just what do you think that would accomplish? I don't want to talk about the case. Isn't that why you're trying to get away from this place? How sad. Yes, how sad indeed. Do you really suspect little of me? I do suspect you, and I'm confident about it. There was clearly no basis for Kay's arrest. Why, have you forgotten? Wasn't there evidence? The mask, the letter, the corsage, all were found in the girl's possession. Not to mention, she even confessed. All this serves to prove her crime. That's... Any objections? Yeah, I object, but I have to wait. You're playing with your lighter again. See, you have no response. It's true, I have no objections. Okay, there's one point that bothers me. This man seems awfully familiar with the evidence. To remember everything without missing a beat. That intrigues me. This could be useful. Okay, still more to ask you. Now I'm back at the top again. Who was the one who made the decision to arrest? Well, I don't remember. Growing old is a terrible thing. My memory's not what it used to be. You remembered all the evidence. Don't play dumb with me. Didn't you remember all of the evidence in full detail just now? Stop pretending to be a forgetful old man when things aren't going your way. Now then, who was the one who made the decision to arrest her? See, you're sharp one, aren't you? You know, I wish my son could learn from you. Oh, well, I have been trying to teach him. Because he's a real idiot. Stop. I'm not interested in your son. Who made the decision for the arrest? You're a bad man, you know. Don't you already know? The one who ordered her arrest was you. The person right in front of me. I'm certain of it. Ouch. You make it sound like I committed some kind of injustice. Alright, saving. Guess I'll have to clear that up. My honor's at stake here, you see? Very well. I'll continue to play along with you. Until you are satisfied. What is the most crucial here is how much this man knows about this case. If I can get him to reveal that. It's do or die. If I can overcome this, I'll reach the truth. About Kay. The suspect regarding Kay. How much do you know about her? She's a suspect in this case. That's all I know, see? Scout's honor. Don't have enough clues. Okay. Line number 2. You seem pretty familiar with the case. I'm a wise man, you know. I'm familiar with most things, you see. I don't think it was very wise of you to arrest Kay in this case. Oh, he's playing with that again. That lighter is dangerous. I'm a very busy man. I can end this conversation anytime I want, you know. Don't you forget about that. This would have already been over if you had simply answered my questions. If you give me a proper answer, I won't take any more of your time. I will ask you once again, why are you so familiar with this case? They're the case files, you see? Honestly, it was quite a drag, you know, but it's my job, so what could I do? Because of my position, you see, I can't just skip out on it. So, well, I had some time to kill, so I read the whole thing, you see. You read all of it. Haven't you realized it yet? I have you cornered. What? I wonder what you're getting so excited about. I don't know. Maybe it was that you said you were busy. That was busy. Okay. No intention of letting you push me around. I will overcome this difficult situation. Okay, you seem to know quite a bit. He played with his lighter, so I wait. Something really, really busy. That's strange. Didn't you just say that you were very busy? Aren't your faults slowly coming to light now? If you truly wish to protect your position, I would advise you to rescind the arrest order. You really are desperate, you know? That never say die attitude touches my heart. But you know, it's unfortunate that all your hard work was for naught. Because we discovered her unconscious body near the crime scene, you see. That's the first I've heard of Kay's condition when she was found. And she was unconscious in the storeroom. Smile. That's right, the source of that information is classified, though. This man knows things even I don't know. Does he know the whole story behind this case? This could be a useful clue. Alright. Tell me about Kay. Regarding Kay, how much do you know about her? Perhaps I should use that clue. Something you've said feels out of place. You know about things that the crime scene investigation never revealed. Why is that? Just how much of the truth do you know? Haha, you're making that forceful face again. You know, it kind of makes me want to do the same. Like this. By all means, do what you want to do. I'll just chill here for a while. You really are a persistent one, you know. But I can admire that, you see. I'll take that as a compliment. Can't say you give it a rest. Can't you give it a rest already? At my age, my body's not as strong as it once was, you know. There's no one else who could be the culprit besides her. She was even given that much evidence to show that she committed the crime. I'm sorry, what? What do you mean she was given evidence? She was given evidence, you say? That's no choice of words. It almost sounds as if she did not possess them under her own will. You planted evidence on her. See, you really do have a fine eye for the details. As expected of a former project prosecutor, you've already found your answer, haven't you? I'm listening, so go ahead and say it. There's no need to hold back. You finally wrenched open the heavy door to the truth. Now all that remains is to strike the final blow. Kay is not the culprit. My, that's a rather bold claim, you know. Anyone can shout objections at the top of their lungs, you see. Mr. Former Prodigy Prosecutor. I should break through this with a clue. Kay was framed. The true culprit is pinning the blame on her. That is my answer. Haha, that was fun. Yeah, and I don't like you, buddy. You're starting to get red flag over here. Yeah, you're a clever one. It almost makes me feel bad that your prosecutor's badge was taken away, you know? Actually, I set it down. You didn't fire me, I quit. So, yes, it's as you say. Checkmate. But what good does it do me now? You arrested Kay, even when you knew of the existence of the true culprit. Don't toy with me. There's no way such an act would be tolerated. You sure are green, you know? That's what a prosecutor is supposed to do. It'll all work out fine. We'll make her guilty. I'm sorry, what? Who would desire such a resolution? If I had to say, maybe PIC, and also maybe me, you know? When I heard your words just now, I could barely hold back my tears, you know? It was just so splendid, you see, and it burns me up inside. Not the most perfect piece of work, you know? So I can't forgive such youthfulness. You say the truth is important, but, you know, once you know the real value of the truth holds, I wonder if you could still say the same thing. What are you trying to say? When you get to where I am, you can just create your own truths. Anytime you want. Kay Faraday is the culprit. That was truth that I simply manufactured out of thin air. Good, very good. That face, that expression. You're such a desperate one, you see. That's why I really wanted to bully you, you know? You see, even if you know the truth, there's simply nothing you can do. That's the real value of truth. It's shocking that it's to die for it, you know? Why would you pursue the true culprit? Why won't you pursue the true culprit? How much of the truth do you know? Do you understand now? The truth that you believe in is worthless, you see. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Powerless former prosecutor? You. Oh, scary, scary. You know, I guess the friends of a heinous criminal are also quite heinous themselves. Blaze, you! Like this, you see, one more person will disappear before me. Comes to waterworks. These tears of mine just won't stop, you know? Did he just threaten my friends? That is uncool, man. Everything will be decided in today's deliberation. Kay's innocence. I will definitely prove it. It's like in bright red, and the rest are just like these gray robes. Lovely. Random council members. 10 members are present. The quorum has been met. 10. With 1 missing. 11. What is their deal? From here on out, let the council begin. Was he the conductor? Today's deliberation shall be about Miles Edgeworth's aptitude and ability as a prosecutor. Let our members discuss this matter with clear conscience of the goddess of law. A clear conscience. Don't make me laugh. Courtney, please give us your report. On April 5th, Prosecutor Edgeworth carried out an illegal investigation and resisted arrest. He was arrested by 2 of our members who caught him in the act, myself and Blaze DeBest. Prosecutor Edgeworth disrupted the investigation of attorney Jill Crane's murder. He claims that the culprit, Kay Faraday, was arrested without sufficient evidence. Even now, his claim remains unchanged. Tell us more about the murder incident. On April 5th, the victim's body was found here in the PIC meeting room. Regarding the details, I, Sebastian DeBest, the best prosecutor, will enlighten you. The prosecutor in charge, Sebastian DeBest, will explain the rest of the details. The murder happened on the night of April 4th. The victim was one Jill Crane. On the same night, a black market auction was being held in this very meeting room. I guess Miss Crane was taking part in the auction. Yep. The murder occurred in the middle of the auction, did it not? Oh, sorry, that was Courtney. The murder occurred in the middle of the auction, did it not? When Miss Crane was found, she was dressed like the conductor of the auction. However, based on the fact that the auction continued after the murder occurred, I deduced that Miss Crane could not have been the conductor. I believe I deduced that, okay. You weren't the one who made that deduction. Sebastian, please show everyone the basis for the arrest of the culprit. You got it, Justine. Kay Faraday was unable to bear the weight of her good conscience. I believe you mean her guilty conscience. Yes, it was her guilty conscience that drove her to confess the crime. According to her confession, on the roof of this building, she met a figure in a red raincoat on the viewing platform. So Crane was wearing a red raincoat. Yes, that is correct. The culprit used the conductor's clothes as a red herring to mislead us. At the time of the murder, Miss Crane was wearing a red raincoat. It was I who discovered the raincoat near this building. You did. I'm sure it was the forensics team who found it. To be more precise, it was the forensics team, under Sebastian's orders, who discovered it. I thought as much. According to the blood analysis, the person in the red raincoat and Miss Crane were the same person. The decisive evidence is that the culprit's own confession. She testified that she killed her. That's right, the culprit is Kay Faraday. It couldn't have been anyone else but her. Well then, Edgeworth, if you have any objections, let's hear them. I have no objections. What? I see. It seems all the fight's gone out of you after your little overnight stay. I have no objections to your claim that I investigated it illegally. I admit to that. However, I object to the claim that Kay is the culprit. I will testify that Sebastian's investigation was fair and just. Of course it was, Justine. Don't you know that I'm the fairest of them all? Edgeworth, my boy, despite how things may seem, I actually kind of like you. If, and this is just an if, you see, if you were to withdraw your objection, you might be sitting on this side of the bench tomorrow. I'll ask you one more time, Edgeworth. Do you have any objections? Don't take me for a fool. I'd advise you to watch what you say. This man is the one who should watch what he's saying. I'm talking about the case, not about a chair. I demand a testimony. By all means, let me hear it. I want to know how the PIC understands this case. Testimony from us, eh? Fine then. That's what it takes to make you happy. Courtney, give him the materials from the investigation. Sir, but that's... Oh, because I still don't have anything. This guy. weepy. This is the end of the line for him. I'll let him go out in the blaze of glory. If you insist, Mr. Chairman. Yay! Well, we have Courtney give the testimony. I have no objections. Mr. Edgeworth, don't worry, Kay. We'll just watch from over there. Alright, here we go. Miss Crane went to the black market auction as a customer. The red raincoat was one of the items up for auction. We believe that she left her seat after winning the bid for it. The only exit from the storeroom is the hatch that leads to the viewing platform. Miss Crane went out to the viewing platform where she was attacked by Kay Faraday. That was how she met her end. That concludes my summary of the case. Okay, but we know that the crime scene was in the storage room, right? The red raincoat was up for auction. Is that a fact? It is quite likely. The red raincoat had been a piece of evidence in the assassination attempt of the president of Zhengfa, as you well know. Originally it should have been stored in an appropriate place, but when I asked about it, I learned that it went missing, and somehow made its way to the black market auction. Certainly a natural conclusion. My, well done, Courtney. Your explanation is as clear as ever. I am much obliged. Prosecutor Edgeworth, will you concede defeat now? Sorry, but I don't plan on it. I see. I'm relieved. Relieved? What does she mean? Come to think of it, her reason for questioning me yesterday remains a mystery. Just what is she thinking? What is your goal, woman? Alright, I'm gonna do this. So the red raincoat was also up for auction. Yes, it had belonged to Shelley the killer. Based on the circumstances, we must consider that it was an item up for auction, you see? Which is what he wore when he targeted the president of Zhengfa. It was a mannequin that was positioned unnaturally amongst the auction goods. That may have been where the red raincoat had been on display. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Do you know how the goods were procured? Currently investigating it, but it's none of your concern, Mr. Edgeworth. Soon you will be nothing more than an ordinary individual, and then you will be finished. It seems the results of this deliberation have already been decided. Enough about me, please continue your testimony. Since the raincoat had been up for auction. Okay. Hold it! Makes sense. Why would the victim immediately leave her seat? That had to do with how the auction was conducted. It seems that after the winning bid, the winner was required to pay for the item immediately. Much so with Miss Hart's testimony. We believe that Miss Crane paid her bid for the raincoat, and then immediately tried to leave the auction. Right? Well, not really, because there's the lift, too. Hold it! The victim was a PIC member. Couldn't she have also just left from the meeting room? If she had done so during the auction, then its existence would have been revealed to the public. Since Miss Hart knew about it, it seems the cat is already out of the bag. The customers were required to enter and exit from the hatch. Miss Crane was simply following the protocol. Considering where the murder took place, she must have tried to leave through there. Hold it! Okay, this is where the problem starts. Why would Kay do such a thing? We intend to question her about that later. Later. Seems to be your favorite time for interrogations. If the culprit was aware that the customers were required to exit from the hatch, it would have been easy to lie in wait for an ambush. Miss Crane was attacked when she was leaving the hatch. Hold it! I'm not gonna... There's no way that I have to give the same evidence. of this being the scene of the crime. Met her end. What do you mean by that? She passed away, or to be more precise, she was murdered. The candelabra was one of the items in the auction. Therefore, Kay should not have been able to get her hands on it. If she was able to lie in wait for the attack, then she must have known about the storeroom. If she sneaked into the storeroom during the auction, she could have obtained it. Now, if we only had some way to know for sure. Where the candelabra was during the entire auction, you know? How about it? There is no such evidence. My apologies, we hope to find that evidence soon. Edward's too bad, you know. Seems you won't be able to use that line of attack. The victim encountered the culprit on top of the roof, and the crime occurred there. According to her reasoning, the murder took place at the viewing platform. Is that really the case? Some piece of evidence might tell the whole story behind it. Let's try looking again. I'm gonna do this one and then the next sentence. Then the next sentence. Blah 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 blah. I have a problem with your statement. Again, I don't think... Yeah, okay. So it's definitely not that. I'm gonna press the other two statements. So you're saying that a member of the PIC was involved in illicit dealings? Regarding that, I have no response. That's right, you know. After this hearing is over, we're going to have to clean up our act. A splendid decision, Mr. Chairman. Now, it's only natural to see. There's no need to flatter me, you know? But you know there's nothing to do with you at all, Edgeworth. Because by then, you won't even be a prosecutor anymore, you see? Well, now that this tearful business has been cleared up... Yes, sir, I will continue. Raincoat was one of the items on the auction. Did I... Yeah, I already pressed that. So my problem is that she didn't meet her end there. I'm so confused with how she got changed into this outfit, though, too. Oh, there's blood here. I think the red raincoat has the victim's blood on it because the person who was the culprit murdered her in it. Right? What is the evidence of the things I have? Head wound. Burn mark. I very conveniently cannot see the other hand. Yeah, I don't. And the box is weird too. The killer hid the victim in the box. Let's see what she has to say here. Why would Kay do such a thing? Hatch. Smash emitter. That concludes my summary of the case.
Hold it! Objection!
Oh, the candelabra. The candelabra. Oh my goodness, the candelabra. It's in this picture. Where was the candelabra? The storeroom. The candelabra was during the entire auction. There's no such evidence. The victim encountered the culprit on top of the roof and the crime occurred there. According to her reasoning, the murder took place at the viewing platform. Is that really the case? There's no blood there. And if she was stabbed in the chest, why is she dressed like this?
Objection!
I don't know what it wants from me. There's a distinct lack of holes in this stupid raincoat. I don't think that the victim was wearing it.
Hold it!
This is stuff I've already seen. Just left receipt after winning the bid for it. The problem is that it doesn't have the holes. I've already used all of these. I am struggling, guys. And I'm back. Sorry, I was struggling with this one because it wasn't. There's so much stuff that's like a problem. Like, if they're wearing the raincoat, they can't possibly be the victim because I don't think the victim is wearing the raincoat. There's holes in it, and the picture is showing the bloodstained hand, which is on the victim, but it's very conveniently not showing the right hand. I'll show you what I mean. Because I think I cut out a lot of my struggle there. So remember, the left hand had that burn on it, so it's not showing that left hand. So I don't think this is the victim. That's basically what I'm saying. So anyway, I'm gonna present this here because this is where the answer is. You'll see that I got hurt a lot. Oh boy. Judge Courtney, I have found it to be strange for a while now. Why is Miss Hart here with us? She's an eyewitness to this case. Isn't it only natural for her to be in attendance? Ah, shucks. I reckon I'm more of an ear witness than an eyewitness. It seems that gaining the trust of others isn't your strong point, Judge Courtney. Perhaps I simply do not wish to be as tactless as you. It appears you have failed to get the witness to tell you the most vital information. Please look at this photo. This was taken by Miss Hart. This photo seems to have been taken in the storeroom. And what of it? Yeah, the blood was here in the storeroom. There were so many things wrong, and I just didn't have the evidence. I couldn't find what evidence it wanted me to present. According to your reasoning, the incident took place on the viewing platform. However, Miss Hart encountered the incident in the storeroom. That's right, it had taken place just before the photo was taken. Wait, if that's true, then Justine's reasoning... Exactly, it's not all right. What? Miss Hart, allow me to ask you again. You saw the person in the photo with your own eyes, correct? Sure did. I seen him plain as day with my own 2 eyes. And what did you think at the time? Figured I was about to give me a big scoop, you know? I guess that makes sense. And that's not what I meant. What did you think of that person? Huh? Well, I reckon she'd help me bring home the bacon. Ah, she. Are you mocking me? Ah, shucks, don't make that scary old face. It was just a harmless little joke. The person in the red raincoat, I reckon they were the culprit. I hope you understand now. The crime occurred in the... Elbow rule! Prosecutor Edgeworth, I cannot understand your argument if you did not say it out loud. If you had simply asked, I would have been more than willing to explain. Explain what? The sounds Mrs. Hart heard may not necessarily be related to the case.
Objection!
That is impossible. Enough of your excuses. Was the voice that Miss Hart heard really that of Miss Crane? Such a shady conversation must have had something to do with the case. What did her voice sound like? Her voice? Well, it beats me. How was I supposed to know? They were both using voice changers. Yes, the voice Miss Hart heard had been altered by a device. We must therefore question whether or not they have any bearing on this case.
Objection!
Are you serious right now? You need not object just because you wish to sigh. Judge Courtney, it seems I have greatly overestimated you. No, Courtney is quite amazing, you see. You claim that the sounds Miss Hart heard have no bearing on this case. Even if they do not, it doesn't change the fact that the crime took place in the store. At the very least, the crime must have occurred before the victim went out to the rooftop. Reason being, the bloodstains, maybe? All of the bloodstains? Including the bloodstain on this person's hand?
Take that!
At first I thought the person in the red raincoat was the culprit. Miss Hart doesn't necessarily sound that way. Precisely. It was because she saw that the person's hand was covered in blood. Anyone who heard her testimony would have arrived at the same conclusion. The person in the red raincoat was the culprit, and the blood in their hand was the victim's. However, if the person in the red raincoat was the victim, the situation changed completely. Since blood can be seen on this photo, it must have been seems we've been under the wrong impression in regards to the victim's condition. This photo shows the true condition of the victim. I'm still alive after that. must mean the victim was still alive even after she was attacked. The blood on her hands must have come from her wound. No way! Are you saying that she died from a hand injury? No, that's not the case. I suspect she just held her hand personally. It can be seen in the photos. At this moment, she must have already suffered a fatal wound. Oh, if that's true, then it changes a lot of things. It seems you understand. This refutes the allegations against Kay. Kay encountered the victim after the picture was taken. At that point in time, the victim was already on the verge of death. It's like Kay just happened to be present when the victim reached the end of her strength. That is quite the coincidence. Indeed. I can only say that she was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Prosecutor Edgeworth, it seems you have forgotten a crucial fact. You mean that, right? He must be pretending that he hasn't noticed it, you see. What did you say? Oh, you were implying that I forgot something. Courtney, I think it's about time you gave us the last rites. Hey, Pops, Justine's with me, you know. Don't order her around like that. You know, even though you're a son, you're so embarrassing. I'm not embarrassing! Sorry, that's your both not embarrassing. Justine, give Mr. Edgeworth his, very well. I shall give him his last rites. Oh boy, here we go. What's going on? What did I forget? In the body was found there were 3 wounds in Mr. Edgeworth's chest. I'm sure you're well aware what kind of wounds these were, right? Yes, she was stabbed in the heart with a 3-pronged candelabra. Is there any person who could survive such an injury? Please take a closer look at the autopsy report. Can you still say the same thing after reading it? Well done, Justine. With this, Mr. Edgeworth will offer a rebuttal, of course. Why would you do that? Didn't you hear what Justine just said? Of course I did, and I still plan to object to it. It's not fair. You're always opposing me at every turn. It was never my intention to oppose you. Huh? Really? Simply not worth my time. I see. So that's how it is. Yep. After all, And that's enough, you know. You're embarrassing your father, you see. Huh? What do you mean, Pops? Poor kid. Oh my goodness. Okay, when the body was found, there were 3 wounds in his chest. Yes. I'm going to press everything because that's important to do first. I think what I'm going for is she's telling me to look at the autopsy report, so that post-mortem head wound is going to be important. 3 wounds, that sounds rather painful. Indeed. You must punish the culprit accordingly. Okay, do not listen to what she says. Judge Courtney, please continue your reasoning. Very well. She had 3 wounds.
Hold it!
I don't know what your point is. Why don't you ask Sebastian instead? Of course, Sebastian knows all about this. Huh? Me? Yeah, I know everything. Selfless lying. Sebastian, maybe you should sneak a peek at the autopsy report, you know? Let's see here. The fatal wound was caused by the candelabra. Ooh, so that's how it was. No, the cause of the wound was just as Sebastian said.
Hold it!
So the cause of death was a stab wound to the heart. Is that correct? Yes, the candelabra pierced right into her heart. Since this was Dr. Young's medical opinion, it must be the truth. Coroner's medical opinion follows to my own opinion. Therefore, it's perfect. Certainly cannot follow the autopsy reports, however... Hey, don't ignore my opinion! However, the cause of death was a stab wound to the victim's chest. Ooh, he's totally ignoring me. Justine, say something! Yes, I will not allow you to ignore my reasoning. Is this where it goes with the coat? Is this where I finally say that there are no holes in the coat?
Objection!
Yes! I finally get to say there are no holes in the coat! I've been waiting for this moment. Oh my goodness. Chairman de Best, do you know what this is? It seems to be a red raincoat. How about it, Courtney? The victim, Miss Crane, was wearing this earlier. Prosecutor Edgeworth, must I repeat my explanation to you all over again? I suppose it just might come to that, Judge Courtney. Answer me this. This red raincoat was stained with blood. Do you happen to remember where specifically those bloodstains were located? Of course I do. They were on the hood. Wait, can't be. What does this mean? Judge Courtney, were there any other bloodstains besides the one on the hood? Did you pull up the hood with your hand? None. You were detected. Don't you think it's strange? The victim died from a stab wound to the chest. In that case, there should have been bloodstains on the front of the raincoat. However, the only blood they found was on the hood. This is a huge contradiction. The wound on the victim's head is no ordinary wound. After all, the victim sustained this wound before she was stabbed in the chest. Oh, it wasn't post-mortem. It does appear that way, doesn't it? The victim's first suffered the head wound. She had already been stabbed in the chest that would have been stained with blood. Therefore, it is unthinkable that the chest was stabbed before she suffered the head wound. So the order of the wound would be first the head, followed by the chest. However, does that really change the situation? With this, a contradiction is born. One that overturns all of our assumptions up until now. The change really not correct. I look forward to hearing it. Well then, this contradiction. Not to show it to you. Evidence. The autopsy. Where's the autopsy? Oh, it's the picture.
Take that!
This is the autopsy report written by Dr. Young. According to this, the head wound was post-mortem. But that's not what the raincoat shows. Exactly. It's the exact opposite. Bailiff, hurry and summon Dr. Bunny Young at once. Until we hear what she has to say, we cannot close the portions of this case. Yes, ma'am. Understood. Dr. Young is a busy person. It will take some time for her to arrive. In the meantime, let us try viewing this case from another angle. There's something that's been on my mind. One of the key figures in this case. The conductor. We still don't know who that person is. Now that you mention it, even after our investigation, we still have no idea who it is. The conductor has come up time and time again during this hearing. However, at this point in time, their identity remains a mystery. How about it? Do you have any ideas? Still not sure at the moment. However, there is someone I have in mind. Such an individual involved in this case who might know something about it. Who's that? Blaze DeBest. I demand your testimony. What? Don't say such a stupid thing. Why would you suspect Pops? Oh, I've plenty of reason. Are you trying to cast suspicion toward the chairman of the PIC? Do you understand what that means? Status and prestige mean nothing before the truth. That man is trying to pin the crime on Kay. The evidence that was in Kay's possession, the ticket stub, the mask, the corsage, these items did not come to her possession of her own volition. By some method, that man purposely planted them in her personage. It's hard to believe such a sudden accusation. I'll ask just in case. Why would he do that? Obviously to direct suspicion toward Kay. I succeeded in drawing out those words from him earlier. What's the chairman your response? He's going to deny it, of course. She's shocked to speak. What of it? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, what of it? You said that you drew out some words from me, but you don't have sure proof, you know? No one else heard but you. You still work with fantasy. Or do you have something else, you know, some basis for your argument? It's confidence. It's confidence he's also shown to the cell. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I would like you to explain once more. I trust we have your permission, Mr. Chairman. Of course. Pretty interested in this matter myself, you know? I'd like to know just what part of me seems criminal to Edgeworth. There's no one as honest as I am, you see. How do you see that strange face? It does have that sinister grin going. But let's start from the top. The fact that the auction was held in this room is a cause of suspicion. This is the PIC meeting room. Imagine it would be difficult for non-members to enter. That's why all the members have keycards, you know? I think we can assume that multiple auctions have been held here before. Therefore, suspecting a member of the PIC would be the best. Yes, because the conductor had to have been a PIC member. Wait, no! What was that all about? What did I do, Pops? I just helped the enemy. Sebastian really is, you know? But you see, Edgeworth, I'm not the only one who access you. Indeed, there are 11 members of the PIC. Even if you rule out the victim is Crane, there are still 10 potential suspects. And they're all suspects. It's not me. Well, couldn't be the chairman, right? I don't know who it is, but whoever it is, just... Yes, everyone, just calm down, you know? Edgeworth, is that all you got? Where's the evidence? Does you suspect me? Oh, so you've fallen silent. But you've gone too far, you see. It's too late for regrets, you know. I'm a very important man, you see. Former chief prosecutor, chairman of the PIC. It's fine if you're not prepared to face the fire, you know, because you see... Where does he keep getting these papers? I hope they're not important. Either way, it won't make any difference. Oh gosh, his eyes are crazy. He has crazy eyes. You say it hasn't been a bully you. You've been rambling on for quite a while, but the most trivial details, you know? I'm really getting tired of him saying, you know. Like the location of the murder, the order of wounds, and what else was there? It just doesn't matter, you know? Because you see, none of that means anything, you know? Think about it. You got the suspect herself saying she killed the victim. That's all that matters, you see? So we can get a lighter sentence of her confession, you know? Now, if there are any contradictions, be my guest. It cannot be considered a testimony. There must be a contradiction somewhere. That person is very important, isn't he? Mr. Edgeworth, it's all right. Let's just give up. Surely I must have killed her. I can't even remember it. Don't be tied down by your muddled memories. You want to believe in something. Believe in your own innocence. Believe in me who believes in you. But my opponent is the PIC chairman. Taking him down won't be easy. However, he has underestimated me. If I can't take advantage of that...
Hold it!
Cross everything. These trivial details create contradictions in the case. We cannot call it the truth. It's fine as long as the rest of the case makes sense, you know? The case is going to have a small contradiction or two, you see? But if we get bogged down by the details, we won't be able to arrest the criminal. Trials will go on forever, you see? You, of all people, should understand, you know? I don't. That's why I'm asking you. I don't know these days. Anyways, you were rambling on about stuff.
Hold it!
The autopsy report and the questions about the conductor. Were you even listening? Doug's I was listening, you see. But I didn't think much of it, you know? Didn't think much of it, even after I brought up all those issues. Perhaps your judgment needs to be questioned, rather than my ability as a prosecutor. Haha, that's a good one, Edgeworth. But you see...
Hold it!
When you say it doesn't matter, are you trying to suppress the truth? Well, see, it simply doesn't matter as much as you say it does, you know? See, Edgeworth, you're only saying it matters to avoid the real issue here.
Hold it!
It may be true she confessed, however, that does not make it the truth. She is suffering from memory loss, so we must question the credibility of her testimony.
Objection!
Whoa, that was terrifying. What in the world? That, like, made my heart skip. Whoa. Even you say that, you know, it still won't solve anything. What good will it do to deny her confession? Sounds like nonsense to me. Try asking her again. I think she'll just say that she's the murderer. Very well. Let's try asking her again one last time. I'd like to hear from Kay herself, whether or not she is the culprit. Huh? From me? Will that be alright? If this goes poorly, it will be quite unfavorable for you. I do not mind. However, I shall ask Kay a question myself. I moved to tears, you know. Ah, touching, you know. How very touching. Fine then. I'll let you ask her. However, I have one condition. If all this proves to be a waste of time, that'll be the end of it. How's that sound? The end? Of the hearing? Yes, yes. Seems you can be smart once in a while, Sebastian. In other words, you see, if she confesses again, Kay Faraday will be found beyond a shadow of a doubt. Yep, it's a fine idea. Guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, that's right. It's harsh. Kay. Yes? No, it's unreasonable. Please, I want you to answer me. It doesn't matter how tiny it is. Do you remember anything? Anything that can prove your innocence? Why would you go that far for me? I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm too scared to remember. Because I might have done something even worse. If that were the case, it would only make things worse for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Kay Faraday must have been a despicable criminal. Someone who betrayed your trust. Don't worry. We've only known each other for a short while. But I know you very well. I'd even say that I know you better than yourself, now that you've lost your memories. You cannot possibly be the culprit, because your true identity is Kay Faraday. Am I going to give her the Yatagarasu symbol? I think I'm going to give her the Yatagarasu symbol. I am going to save, though, in case I'm wrong.
Take that!
Great thief Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu is a noble thief who would never stoop to murder. Right, one thing that a thief, even a thief, should never take is life. That's what she said in the first game. No, it's useless. After all, no matter what, that memory still remains. This image that's stuck in my head, I just can't get rid of it. That means I must have... Don't say it. Don't say it, man.
Hold it!
There's no clear evidence to prove that you're the culprit, besides your own confession. Remember what I said. You must believe in yourself. Or perhaps you cannot trust my words? No, that's not it. It's because you are trying to save someone like me. I've already lost so much, all for my sake. I can't bear it anymore. Please, please just give up. I see now. I thought it was strange. The reason you were acting like you wanted to be found guilty was because you were concerned about me. It's just like you, Kay. It's because you're a good person, Mr. Edgeworth. Unfortunately, you may fall short of your expectations. I am not trying to be a good person. No matter how much you may want me to give up, I'll keep trying to save you. That is the nature of who I am. Whether or not it is a burden for you is none of my concern. Blunt. Kay, believe in yourself once more. You are a noble great thief. What you should be doubting is your memory of committing murder. That is my wish above all else. Please. Kay. trying so hard. What is it? Do you remember something? She remembers something. Now. Be like a bad movie. Bull. Pardon? Bull? Prosecutor Edgeworth, please ask her to clarify. Well, Kay, what do you mean by bull? I remember now! The person in the red raincoat had that with her. The stuffed bulldog! I'm certain of it. There's the burn. Is that true, defendant? Yes, Your Honor. Court hereby accepts the defendant's statement as a new piece of testimony.
Objection!
Quit messing around, Courtney. A testimony like that cannot be accepted. No objection has been noted, sir. However, testimony about the victim's belongings has been lacking until now.
Objection!
If a little less you know, her vague memories cannot be trusted. Her memories are vague. It would be bad for us as well. Didn't you say this earlier? Yourself, Mr. Chairman. Since we have the suspect's confession, we don't need to worry about the details. If we decide to doubt the memories, then we must also doubt her confession, which is the main foundation of this. Are you willing to do that, sir? Right. Well, never mind then. I shall leave it to you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Courtney. Oh, I did it. I guess I should go there for a while. However, those words of Judge Courtney just now. Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know anything about the stuffed animal? The stuffed animal we spoke of must have been this. We found it in the storeroom. It is believed to be one of the items of the auction. Oh, time to investigate. This is... Do you know something about it, Justine? No, it's just a bit different from what I imagined. Indeed, it's certainly not what I would have expected the victim to be carrying. Let's examine every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay, it's missing horn is suspicious, so we'll look at that. The left horn is missing. There's a hole in the stuffed animal. It seems this hole is where the horn is inserted into. This is how it's in stuffed cotton. I wonder what's inside. Perhaps I should examine the other side. The right horn seems to be fine, but the entire balance seems to be off. This horn, it looks like you can move it. What? That was a machine. What's that buzzing sound? It seems this toy is equipped with a recording device. I knew who you were right away. You had that burn from me. Silence, huh? I've been waiting for my chance to get revenge all this time. Is this the moment of the murder? Who could have reported something like this? This is... There ain't no doubt about it. This here's what I heard. Alva Rule! We cannot verify when these voices were recorded. Also, spoke up the alternatives in case at all. Only we had some video as well. And that's hogwash. I'm telling you, that right there was the conversation that I heard. The victim was holding on to it, right? I reckon it must have been recorded when she got attacked. That certainly is a possibility. However, your testimony alone is insufficient. It requires something with a little more credibility. Again, her words. It almost sounds as if she's trying to give me advice. Judge Courtney, there's no mistake that those voices were from the incident. Please recall the audio that was recorded by the stuffed animal. I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that burn from me. If we compare this part of the recording with a certain piece of evidence, we can prove it. She has a burn mark on her face. There it is. Okay.
Take that!
part of the autopsy report shows that. This part shows the recording took place during the moment of the crime.
Take that!
I remember clearly what the voice said. You can't hide that burn. On the victim's hand, there was a burn. Indeed, it just happened to match, shall we see, but whatever. According to his testimony, the victim had been involved in the use of heroin. And it just happened to record a characteristic of the victim, namely the burn. That's just coincidence. I mean, could happen, right?
Alvaru!
Do you think so? It's hard to believe that all of this is simply a coincidence. The voices almost identical, most likely recorded a coincidence. One of these voices must belong to the true culprits. From what we've heard, it must have been the one who was doing most of the talking. But what's the point? In the end, we still can't tell their gender or identity, you know? Don't start saying you know like your dad. Indeed, because they have been using voice changes, it can't be helped. It seems the situation has become quite clear. The conversation was hot as I heard was between the culprit and Miss Crane. That's what I've been telling you from the start. From this, you understand new facts. Please enlighten us. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Chang. According to Mrs. Small's testimony, just before the incident, two people came up from the auction using the lift. It might have been the conductor of one of the auction desks. They probably went there to settle the payments after running the bill. And then it was there that the crime was carried out. Since the auction continued after the crime took place, we all led to a simple truth. The culprit was the conductor. I didn't think that was new. I think that was already established whenever we said that the thing continued. Since the conductor was the only one who could keep the auction going, we can conclude that the deceased victim could not have been the conductor. Justine? Please be quiet here, okay? If the conductor was not the victim, then they must have been.
Alvaru!
Please wait. That alone is insufficient. Of course, even I do not intend to rely on the process of elimination. Play with your lighter again. Certain traces left at the crime scene led me to believe that the culprit is the conductor. Well then, please show it to us. The traces left at the crime scene led me to deduce the culprit is the conductor. The conductor's outfit?
Take that!
Conductor's outfit.
Take that!
There it is, okay. Things that they're hiding. The culprit purposely left a large amount of blood in the meeting room. In doing so, we were led to believe the meeting room had been the scene of the crime. It was a ruse by the true culprit to hide the blood that had fallen from the storeroom. I don't know what that has to do with conductor. So we wouldn't find out about the existence of the blood in the auction, correct? Indeed. If the culprit had been unrelated to the auction, there would have been no need to do such a thing. I guess that makes sense. Ergo, the culprit could have been. Well then, do you have any idea to what the conductor might possibly be? The auction hall is the PIC meeting room, and furthermore, there's a storeroom above it. The conductor must have been, at the very least, a member of the PIC. He's waiting for me to accuse him. So, first, you suspect me, is it? It seems natural to suspect you, the one with the most authority in the PIC.
Objection.
And the scariest objection voice ever. You are quite capable, I give you that much at least. But you know, like I said before, you're far too naive. If nothing, you know. There's no evidence that proves I'm the culprit, you see. If by some chance you do have evidence, then why don't you present it? Do I have evidence that Blaze is the culprit? No, I do not have evidence that Blaze is the culprit. Blaze himself has suggested that he is the criminal. He's been showing that strange self-confidence for a while now. He knows that there's not a single piece of evidence left behind to prove him. If you play with fire, you're gonna get burned, Edgeworth. Just kidding. I always wanted to say that, you know. Well then, Courtney. I reckon I just remembered something too. Whoa! You also lost your memories? Nah, that ain't it. Something just popped into my head right now. Very well, please tell us.
Objection.
Courtney, could you tell me what you are doing? Prosecutor Edgeworth will not give up until we have destroyed every last possibility. I'm destroying every possibility, so that he will never oppose us again. Well done. Justine, I don't really know what's going on, but well said. Pops, I'm gonna help too. After all, he's the one who's wrong. Fine then. Let's hear what she has to say. Well then, Miss Hart, please proceed. Sure thing. Just leave it to me. Please make sure you only tell the truth. Ain't that a matter of course? I'm a bona fide journalist of justice, you know. It's been a while since she was able to say that entire phrase about a bona fide journalist. Somehow I feel this is like oldie but goodie music here going on here. This is her good old theme from the first games. Y'all saying the culprit was the conductor, right? That means the victim was a customer. Now here's where it gets mighty strange. You see, there were 11 people at the auction. When the auction continued after the incident, I went straight on over and snuck a peek down below. You don't mean. That's exactly what I mean. All 11 people still there. Present and accounted for. What? Are you sure about that? Sure, I'm sure. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. So it started with 11 people, and there were still 11 people after the murder. Was it a ghost? You know, Sebastian, normally a prosecutor would call that a contradiction, you know. But there are really no changes in the auction at all. Really? I'm telling you, the auction just went on like normal. But there was one itty-bitty thing, though. What was it? You know those hammers you always see in auction? Like the one that lady's using over there? An auction gavel, perhaps? Yep, that's the one. All of a sudden, I couldn't hear the sound no more. I'd been banging away just prior to it. The sound of the gavel. Does that have anything to do with the case? If Miss Hart's testimony is the truth, then this matter has taken a grave turn. Indeed. However, the sound of the gavel was not heard afterwards. 11 people attended, each of them was wearing a mask. If the victim was neither conductor nor customer, the very foundation of Prosecutor Edgeworth's reasoning would collapse. Justice prevails, as they say. I hope you've learned your lesson, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, there really is nothing we can do. It's not over yet. Some mysteries still remain. I have to think. If I don't, then Kay will be... Did you get the answer you wanted this time? Well then, deal's a deal. Please wait, Mr. Chairman. I believe it is still too early to make a judgment. There are still a few mysteries left in this case. Until we have solved them all, we cannot call this a complete victory. She's helpless still. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I was expecting you to shout. Like you always do. Yes, of course. Once again, Judge Courtney has come to my aid. And what is it? What sort of mysteries are left? Well, of course, there's contradiction in the autopsy report. That kind of thing. Ah, Coroner's here. I brought her in! What's wrong? Why were we suddenly called here? Did something suddenly get sick? I'll begin preparing for press. Stat. Ouch. What'd you call me in here for? Did something happen? Dr. Young, Miss Jansen, you have my gratitude for taking the trouble to come here. This won't take long, so please relax. Tell me what in blazes is going on. Of course. We called you here because something came up. Bonnie Young, under the divine rule of law, please answer truthfully. There were no mistakes in your autopsy report, correct? Granny would never make a mistake. That's certainly strange. Huh? Strange. This court has found an error in Dr. Young's autopsy report. Dr. Young, please tell the truth. Did you falsify the autopsy report? That's terrible! How can you accuse her of that? I have no idea what you are talking about. Why would I do such a thing in the first place? Contradicted two culprits, of course. What'd she talk about? I would never do such a thing. How strange. In that case, why would there be an error in the autopsy report? Prosecutor Edgeworth. What do you think? Oh, I expected you to listen to a statement. She took control of the situation and tried to help me. I don't know what her goal is, but it's very wrong. If the autopsy report she gave to Sebastian had been authentic, then the error should not have been there. Wait a minute, I didn't do anything. That's what we'll figure out from this point on. Firstly, Dr. Young, I'd like to hear your testimony. Why do you want to hear her testimony? It would be pointless. I will be the one to decide whether or not it is pointless, not you. There are patients waiting for us. But, Granny, ouch. Anyways, we don't have time for this. Is there any way I could convince you this is of the utmost importance? Mr. Miles Edgeworth, Granny says she'll testify. So please try to finish this quickly. If we don't return soon, there will be people in terrible suffering. And yes, you were lollygagging about on the viewing platform earlier. I promise you, this won't take long. Only if she tells me the truth, of course. This is the long part, guys. It might be partially because I was, struggling, though. There are no mistakes in Granny's autopsy reports. I've been working with corpses longer than you've been alive. There's no way I'd make a mistake in writing the autopsy report. Ouch! I got nothing to gain from falsifying the autopsy report. Is what she says. See? There's nothing strange at all. Yes, that's right, you know. There's no way she would falsify, you see. Under the name of the Goddess of Law, do you swear that this testimony is the truth? Of course! Granny would never tell a lie.
Objection!
We were asking Dr. Young. We do not need to hear from a third party. I'm not a third party. I'm on Granny's side. If you raise an objection to my testimony, you best prepare yourself, you ex-prosecutor. Definitely expose contradiction in the autopsy report. Oh man, my health is low. So you're saying there's no way Dr. Young could make a mistake? Of course, doctors can't afford to make mistakes. This is a world where just one misdiagnosis can end a long career. I know that my granny, at least, would never. If I did something like that, you think they'd still let me out of hospital?
Hold it!
So in your long career, you've never once made a mistake. A doctor's only as good as the length of their track record. And if we're just talking about a length of track record, his former chief prosecutor is one too. And yet his actual abilities don't seem to measure up. I hope that you're not the same as well. Ouch, that's not good, no age worth it to make mistakes either, you see. Because you see, before I can make a mistake, those around me will have already made it instead. You see, I don't have time for mistakes. It's quite amazing, you know. It must be karma. You can't compare to a chief prosecutor with a doctor. You really can't.
Hold it!
The victim wore this raincoat after suffering a blow to the head, and yet there was not a single drop of blood on the front of the raincoat. Therefore, it is impossible for the head wound to have been post-mortem. Well, that's... ouch. I don't need you to tell me that. That's what I wrote down from the very beginning.
Objection!
The autopsy report says the head wound was post-mortem. That's completely different. Yeah. I relayed to Karen what to put down on the autopsy report. After that, it was none of my beeswax. Relayed to Karen. Please elaborate on that. Relayed everything to Karen after that was none of my beeswax.
Hold it!
It wasn't pressing for some reason. I'm going to verify once again what you saw when you examined the body. Like we said. Ouch. Well, about that. She was done in by a thump to her noggin. Dr. Young, do you know when that happened? Before she died, of course. The wounds on her chest were post-mortem. That's what I relayed to Karen. So that's what should have been written in the report. And that's what she relayed to her. Finally, to see the truth. Say something about that? We have nothing to gain about Dr. Grandpa. Me? There's anything I can gain. If Karen has something to gain, then that girl of yours might have something too. How dare you accuse my little girl who's never done harm to anybody? Yeah, aren't you ashamed of yourself? You should adjust those words to Blaze instead of me. I swear that the autopsy report wasn't falsified. That's what she says. There's nothing strange at all.
Hold it!
Did you notice anything strange? I wonder, huh? What is it, Granny? A strange man came by. What do you call him strange? He wore some really strange clothes. They even had a frilly thing around his neck. Even though he was about to get canned. Still tried to run him up during my autopsy. Talking about you, you frilly red brute. I see, someone's tried to wear this strange frilly red brute. Okay, please stop. Remember odd things about me. Doesn't look like Granny is lying. Jensen's the one who's relaying Dr. Young's words, so okay, so she relayed everything to Karen. Is this where I present the autopsy report?
Objection!
Clearly not. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. The music kept going. I was very confused. Dr. Young, please confirm what the autopsy report says with your own eyes. Ah, I'll read it out for you. Ouch! This autopsy report wasn't written by me. What? What do you mean? I don't know. But Granny, I can't say that. Miss Jensen, if you are trying to keep the truth in the dark, then... In places of the Goddess of Law, I shall hear your confession. In place of the Goddess of Law, I shall hear your confession. Judge Courtney is talking with Dr. Young in private. What? Is that true? Understood. I shall convey your words to everyone else, Dr. Young. I properly relayed the autopsy report orally to that child. It seems my granddaughter must have looked it up when she was writing it down. Wow, she mimicked her voice perfectly. no need for her to go that far, though. In other words, the contents of the autopsy report have been falsified. By your hand, Miss Jensen. With that, we've proven that the wound on her head came first, followed by her chest wound. Miss Jensen, why did you falsify the autopsy report? Hold on a second. She never said she falsified it, you know. She just made a teeny tiny mistake when she wrote it down. Post-mortem and antemortem sound kind of similar, you know. They are complete opposites. That is the very definition of falsification. Miss Jensen, why would you lie? Okay, ouch. I want you to tell me too. Why would you do something like that? Granny, but because you falsified the autopsy report, Kay fell under suspicion. Tell me why you did it. I can't say it. I just can't say it. What I don't want to say, I can't say. You're all a bunch of bullies, you know? Ganging up on this poor girl who lives her grandmother so. She is totally unrelated to this. I think we can forgive her for one tiny mistake.
Objection!
That won't do. Aren't you the one with most to lose if she testifies? What are you saying? You see, as a former prosecutor, you don't have to speak. Very well. As you wish. I shall answer clearly. Miss Jensen played an essential role in this case. Miss Jensen falsified the autopsy report in order to assist the true culprit. Ouch! Ha ha ha! This girl is an accomplice? What's your basis for that claim? It was impossible for a single person to commit this crime in the first place. The crime could not have been committed without at least two people. Maybe because... The report couldn't have been fake. Because the victim could have been moved, it's fine. The number of people wouldn't match. The number of people don't match anyway. The report couldn't have been faked. There was no accomplice. The autopsy report would have been falsified. Mr. Edgeworth, although that might be true, isn't that a little weak as the basis for there being an accomplice? Well, the facts before and after the incident. Okay, so the people. If the victim was also one of the participants, there's no basis that there had been an accomplice. The number could have been matched. If the conductor was the culprit and one of the auction guests was the victim, he would contradict the witness's testimony that there were 11 people after the incident. What now? You got a problem with my testimony? Not at all. Rather, it is because I believe your testimony is why an accomplice must exist. So someone admit that your reasoning is wrong.
Objection!
Up until now, we had not even considered the possibility of an accomplice. However, if there had been an accomplice, it changes the entire story completely. If the accomplice took the murdered auction guest's place, then the number of people remains 11. Oh, I see. So that's what you think. But you know, wouldn't that have been completely discovered? Miss Jensen and the victim have similar physiques. If she wore the victim's mask, she would easily take her place. Miss Jensen, do you switch places with the victim? I couldn't. Who was the conductor? In other words, tell me who was the true culprit. I can't. I mean, that would also cause trouble for Granny. Ouch! But Granny, I'll accept whatever wrongs you may have done. Just tell me everything. Granny! As I thought, it appears you really were the accomplice. Miss Jensen, why? Miss Jensen, would you please tell us? Yes, it's okay, Granny. I'm fine now. I switched places with the victim, Miss Crane. So you admit to being the conductor's accomplice? Yes, I helped the conductor. I don't really know why, but for some reason... The conductor was expecting to be attacked by Miss Crane. The conductor expected an attack from the victim. They were so sure it was going to happen that they came up with a plan to counter it. A way to beat the victim at their own game. And that's when I was called in. I was told to wait in the storeroom before the auction began. Whoa there, you ain't fooling my eyes. If you were waiting in the storeroom, I reckon I would bumped into you. After all, I've been up in that storeroom the entire auction. I'm telling the truth. Wonder about that, you know? Can we really believe a girl who would falsify reports?
Objection!
There should have been many places to hide in that storeroom. And by all means, tell me, where did our little nurse hide? It's gotta be the box, right?
Take that!
She hid inside this costume trunk. Now that you mention it, that box was already there before I snuck in. I figured I would hide in there myself, but it was wrapped up nice and tight with a chain. It was locked too. I had to give up. I suspect that when he sneaked into the room, Miss Johnson was already inside the trunk. Yes, it would have been bad if one of the guests from the auction. After instructing me to hide inside, the conductor wrapped a chain around the costume. I think they went downstairs just to move short of him. It was right before the auction. So then when the auction began, only you and Miss Hart were in the store. Yes, that should be right. The auction had been going on as usual. The auction has been going on as usual, but the certain participants made the winning bid and the conductor behind. Miss Hart must have heard the altercation that occurred then. You betcha I was trembling behind that there statue the whole time, though. Following the altercation, Jill Crane was murdered. After killing Jill Crane, the conductor carried her body to the costume trunk. My video stopped because 2 hours passed, so give me a second as I start a new recording here. Let's continue, shall we? And Miss Jensen, who has been hiding in the trunk, was made to take Miss Crane's place. Yes. The victim's body was placed inside the costume trunk. And yes, the conductor then took Miss Jensen, who had been made to Jill Crane, and returned to the auction hall as if nothing had happened. Was this roughly what happened in the storeroom during the incident? Yes, that's right. Pulling the old switcheroo and one of the auction guests? Ain't that possible? That gal and the murder victim are two completely different people, you know? Don't you reckon one of the other participants would have noticed and caused a ruckus? No, not at all. The reason they didn't notice the switch was because she stole the victim's clothes. From what I can tell, Miss Jensen and the victim appear to have a similar physique. Furthermore, there was a rule requiring masks to be worn during the auction. If their clothes were the same, I doubt anybody would have noticed she was a different person. Yes, I blended right in. I borrowed Mr. Crane's clothes. Ouch! You mustn't embarrass the dead like that. I know. I always also thought it was pretty heartless to leave her exposed like that. So when the conductor wasn't looking, I covered her up in the raincoat I was I covered her up in the raincoat that was up for auction. So she was the one. And then the auction resumed as if nothing had happened. I reckon I took a picture of her in the red raincoat after that. Did I make all the facts line up? After I took the photo, I went over to the lift to sneak a peek down below. I witnessed 11 of the participants, and then I hightailed it back behind the statue. Don't tell me you were hiding there the entire time until I found you. Nah, that's... How should I put it? What is it? Did something happen? I didn't mention it before, but after that I might doze off a little. To be more precise, I fainted? Well, something like that. So something did happen. It ain't no big deal, kinda embarrassing to say it, though. There was this huge thump found all of a sudden. I was a little surprised by that. I was right after I just witnessed murder, so I was shaking in my boots. My heart sort of tightened up and I was off to lie. And then I woke up, I was already the next day, around the time y'all came by the storeroom. So that was the law Hart, I take it you don't know what transpired in the story at this point. Yes, but after the auction, all the masks were properly returned. So I reckon the participants exited through the storeroom, just like I done said. Miss Jensen, what were your actions after the auction resumed? I took the victim's place and participated in the auction. The conductor instructed me to win the bid for the costume trunk. Because the body was inside it. It would have been bad if another auction guest won the bid for it. You didn't realize the box was empty. No, we only found out when we came up to the storeroom to pay the bill. The conductor was with me and told me to go search for her immediately. And then I found another girl collapsed from the ladder. Okay. Yeah, she probably fell down from the roof and lost consciousness. Maybe the victim left the hatch open while she went up to the rooftop. I understand now. Kay was surprised at seeing the collapsed victim and did not notice the open hatch. She must have missed her footing and fell down the storeroom. Miss Hart, I have determined the sound that made you faint. It was likely the sound of Kay falling into the storeroom floor. And that might have been it, though I reckon I'd be kind of pathetic to faint or something like that. When Miss Jensen found the unconscious Kay, Miss Hart was also unconscious behind the statue. The situation is becoming clearer to me, Miss Jensen. Please continue your story. After I found Kay and the victim, I put them both in the trunk. If the customers at the auction found out, there would have been a huge commotion. This is an order from the conductor as well. Yes, it was. But since I secretly decided to put the raincoat on Miss Crane, I had to dispose of the raincoat without the conductor noticing. So the conductor didn't anticipate the raincoat becoming another piece of evidence. And finally, we dressed Miss Crane in the spare conductor's outfit. I see. In doing so, you made the victim appear as if she was the conductor. In the end, the auction ended without anyone noticing anything. Miss Jensen, your crimes have become clear. If you know anything else, please hold nothing back. I want to help you more, but that's all I know. If I had to say, there is just one thing that bothers me. When I took Miss Crane's place, I borrowed her clothes. But there was no way for me to borrow her hair. Ouch! What kind of coroner's assistant goes around stealing a corpse's hair? I think the problem with the deceased clothes would be questionable enough. Both the color and length of our hair are different, so I was worried about how to disguise it. However, the conductor even had a wig prepared for me. In fact, he had two of them. Inside the costume trunk, there was both a straight wig and a wavy wig. 2 wigs. Why were there 2? Who knows? Maybe it was a crashing in case the victim had changed her hairstyle? I ended up using a straight wig to match Miss Crane's hair. So that makes it maybe it was left unused. Is that really all you know? Yes. Yep, that's really all I know. Which means you don't know who the conductor is. I'm sorry, I only knew that person as my auction conductor. I never saw the person without a mask on. The conductor seemed to be on guard towards everybody. At this rate. Edgeworth, is that all you've got? Even that little nurse is a complex. It changes absolutely nothing, you know. In the end, the true culprit is still Kay Faraday. All you did was a criminal, you know? I'm so tired of his he-knows. For some reason, there's both a straight and a wavy wig, but since Miss Crane's hair is straight, the wavy wig was left unused. That's weird. I mean, I can think, like, he has wavy hair, but I don't know why that would be anything that he would need. Unless he's wearing a wig right now. It's just, like, a disguise. I don't know. He's disguising himself right now. The rule of law cannot be overturned, at least not for your sake. Stop burning documents. Also, that's really fast. This is as far as I go. Am I unable to save Kay?
Objection!
Franziska! I love the triumphant music that comes in when she comes in. Franziska, why are you here? Didn't I tell you, Miles Edgeworth, wherever there is a case, I will follow. Prosecutor Von Karma, your hard work is most appreciated. However, don't get the wrong idea. I only came here to find out the truth behind what happened to Kay Faraday. I don't plan on forgiving you for abandoning the prosecutor's path. instead. You should thank your former subordinate. He gave me some valuable information, which may save for the Cape Verde. Listen well, Miles Edgeworth. This will be the final piece of evidence. Jill Crane suffered the wound on her head first. Oh, gosh. Will someone say something? Well, I hate to say it, but we already proved that. Already proved? Yes, well, just a few minutes ago. Ah! You should have told me sooner! You're the one who barged in here and started talking. Well, then, does that mean you found out what the murder weapon was already? No, not yet. Is that so? In that case, listen well. The victim was struck on the head with a blunt cylindrical object. The wound on her chest was suffered post-mortem. Cylindrical murder weapon.
Objection.
Hello, creepy guy. You know this recording of research is accurate, of course. These were the results of the 2 independent autopsies carried out by 2 respected doctors.
Objection.
That's reassuring. But it's too bad. You have no right to investigate this.
Objection!
Interpol is after the black market auctions, and I am the prosecutor in charge of the investigation. The victim participated in the auction. Therefore, it is only natural for me to investigate. Especially now that she's been murdered. I'm just looking to see if I have a cylindrical object in my head. So, I see. Clever girl. Then it has been settled. The victim died from blunt force trauma to the head. Okay. Unfortunately, the murder weapon has yet to be found. Yeah, indeed it does. Just knowing the shape of the murder weapon gives me an idea as to what it might be. Was it being pushed into the ladder? Hey, in my investigation, we didn't find any other murder weapons, you know? If you consider the conductor's possessions in the crime scene, the answer should be clear. Oh, the auction gavel, duh. Judge Courtney's gavel. It was Judge Courtney the whole time! It wasn't Blaze! It was something the conductor had in their hand during the auction. Namely, an auction gavel. An auction gavel? We didn't find anything like that. If the culprit is the conductor, it is possible that the gavel may be the murder weapon. However, that alone is not reason enough. Wouldn't you agree? Of course, I agree. To back it up. This piece of evidence proves that the murder weapon is the auction gavel. Sorry, what? Oh, because the gavel wasn't heard afterwards.
Take that!
According to Miss Park's testimony, after the victim had been murdered, it seemed she suddenly stopped hearing the sound of the gavel during the auction. However, she had been able to hear it until then. Why was that, you ask? It was because it had been used as a murder weapon and was covered in the victim's blood. It became necessary to dispose of it. Isn't that right? Please to best. I'll have a search for the murder weapon performed immediately. Well, good luck with that, you know. And you've got to work as hard as you can while you're young, you see. I was completely confident that we won't find it. Well then, while the search for the murder weapon continues, I hereby call for a brief recess. Oh, thank goodness. That one was going long, and it might have been partly my fault with the struggles. But here we go. We're deep into it now. I believe we're coming to the finale, the last part, where we've got to get Blaze in, I don't know, arrested. It's got to be known that he was the culprit. Yeah, I mean, he's creepy. And I don't like his objection voice. It scares me every time. Oh boy. Okay, well this has been going on long enough, so I will talk to you guys next time for the conclusion of this case.